Ever since I was little, I can remember being called quiet. My peers at school often wondered what was going on in my head. Family members at extended family gatherings would dote on me, especially the aunts. They would tell my mom how lucky she was to have such a well behaved child, whilst pinching my cheeks until they hurt. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed all the praise and the compliments, not so much the cheek pinching. But as I grew older, I noticed people's attitude towards my introvertedness changed. It went from something that was worthy of praise to a flaw, to something that needed fixing. Don't think of introversion as something that needs to be cured. Today's society has such a deeply rooted view on introverts that they are incapable of socializing without the help and assistance of others. When in reality, introverts are just as functional as extroverts, the only difference being that they are forced to navigate themselves in a society that refuses to accommodate them. We often see in movies and television shows the introverted main character being swooped away by their more extroverted friend to go out and to socialize. And while yes, socializing is important, introverts shouldn't be made to feel like they need to change themselves in order to meet the expectations of others. Whether it be joining in on that large group activity or in order to fit in, or attending that one social networking event in order to appear more outgoing. Extroversion is an enormously appealing personality style, but we have turned it into an oppressive standard to which most of us feel we must conform. Introversion is often misunderstood as being socially awkward or shy. The word introvert itself often conjures the image of someone who's withdrawn from society, when in reality, introverts are just as capable of being witty, of being funny and charismatic in social settings. It's just that they prefer calmer, less stimulating environments because that is where they are able to function optimally. Now, how does one become an introvert? There are a plethora of factors at play here, the most prominent being genetics, as shown by the research done by Donna K. Hobgood, that introversion is 50% caused by genetics. That being said, that isn't the only factor at play here. There could have been a past experience that led that person to alter their behaviors. Take me as an example. When I was in the third grade, I had to immigrate into a foreign country, one where not many people looked like me. For reference, this is what I looked like. Cute, I know. Before moving, I never paid much attention to what I looked like. But in this new and scary place, it was all I could think about. It didn't help when strangers would stop my mom and I on the street, ask to touch my hair, ask to take pictures with me. To someone else, that attention may have made them feel like a celebrity. But to 8-year-old me, that attention just solidified the belief that I was an outsider in this place, that I didn't belong there. This realization heavily impacted me. I became more reserved than ever, mostly keeping to myself. I didn't even attempt to make friends at first. Now, I could sit here and talk about how lonely I felt, how left out I was. But in that time I spent bubbled up, I learned so much that made me who I am today. Let me begin. When I first became closed off, I began to daydream. Now I know what you're thinking. How can daydreaming be of any use? It's such a waste of time. I'll tell you how. Daydreaming can help you organize your thoughts, come up with better and more creative ideas. It can teach you to focus on one task at a time. Daydreaming teaches you how powerful your mind can be once you learn how to utilize it properly. Another strength introverts possess is their impressive powers of observation. By observing others, their body language, their behaviors, their mannerisms, you're able to tell so much about a person. You're able to detect subtle changes in their behavior. This is one of the reasons why I believe introverts make such great friends. Noticing someone, making them feel seen and heard is one of the greatest gifts you can give to anybody. Another reason why introverts make such great friends is that they're often exceptional listeners. Extroverts are often energized by conversation. They can get carried away in their thoughts and feelings, while we introverts listen more than we speak. And in that space of silence, we're able to gather insight that helps us form deeper connections, helps us gain a better understanding of others. Introverts are naturally introspective. They have the gift of reflection, something that is often undervalued in today's society that emphasizes constant noise and activity. By embracing introverts, their strengths, and the values they bring to society, we can help them enrich both ourselves and others. Introversion isn't something to be ashamed of. It isn't a flaw. It is something to be celebrated. Thank you.